morning, people. Yes, I wanted to come on and drop a few words in reaction to the current situation that's going on online. Between Mr. Charleston and Mr. Yellow Boy, what's his name? King Yella. Yes, Mr. King Yella and Mr. Charleston. Now, I don't be knowing these people, you know, because I am a gentleman who's considerably older, you know, and I mean Charleston, he's younger than me, but you know, I guess in the eyes of the King Yella fans, he's considerably older too. So you know, when they say you know, like when these guys come out, or whomever, guys, or maybe a woman or whomever, come out against him and, you know, have words about him, and he has to make a response video, to me it's just entertaining. So this week, at the end of this week, now they supposedly had gotten into it before, and online before, and you know, there was supposed to be a knowledge branch that was passed back. So everything in my mind, everything I thought was okay, was cool, you know. So it came a surprise to me. Time to close that back up. It came a surprise. I need the air. The air is nice. It came a surprise to me, you know, to hear about. Well, I guess it was a couple of surprises. Number one is that, you know, suddenly King Yella appears on Say Cheese. You know, does a Say Cheese interview. Like I said, I didn't know. Now I'm an older guy. I don't know these guys. I don't know no songs by King Yella. I never really heard of anything that, you know. And I live in Chicago. I never really heard anything about him, you know. But you know, that's not to take away from whatever props or whatever accomplishments he may have. But yeah, King Yella was on Say Cheese, and Say Cheese, you know, that says like Mr. Charleston said, it says Say Cheese, Mr. Sean Cotton is like their relationship, their successful relationship in business, whereas they get together and they do their interviews and they do monumental numbers in the interviews. They call themselves, I don't know who is who. They're like the Shaq and the Kobe of the YouTube or the internet sphere, you know, because they do great numbers on the interviews. So I was like, okay, you know, I kind of was like shocked, like I saw when I saw Crip Mac did a Say Cheese interview. But I guess it's all business, you know. Everybody gets opportunity, you know, to talk to Mr. Well, not everybody gets opportunity, but you know, when people get opportunity to talk to Mr. Cotton, I guess it's really good for your individual career. But let me get past that now. Let me get past a little background. Y'all pretty much know the background anyway. So it surprised me, you know. I'm like, you know, for him to come on and start the other morning and start going in, well, you know, responding to King Yella. But then when I heard what it was that was said, you know, it said, you know, and I thought everything was squashed. I mean, I know this interview with Say Cheese couldn't have been before they originally squashed whatever situation they had online. When Mr. King Yella said, you know, I'll slap you. I'll slap you. I won't punch him. I'll slap you. Now I don't know how many of the guys, you know, have said that. I don't know what's the deal with. I guess to slap a man, you know, is pretty much one of the utmost honors, utmost acts of disrespect. So, you know, an individual like Charleston, as most of us who are familiar with Charleston knows, that he's not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect. So, in his usual form, you know, the man has no, well, I can't say he don't have no stop switch, no stop, but for the most part, when he goes in, you know, there's no stopping it, and there's no holds bar, because, you know, he's from a certain era where that's the way that, you know, destroy your enemy completely. Y'all read the 48 Laws of Power, but this wasn't even about 48 Laws of Power. This is about you know, this was about you know, making a response to, you know, just someone saying that, making what could perceivably I guess in Mr. Charles's eyes, could be perceivably received as a threat. So Mr. Charleston got up, you know, and they started this morning, whatever morning that was, live, running through numbers to try to get to King Yeller's parole officer, probation officer, whomever, in order, I guess, to, you know, to violate him. Now he reached somebody, and according to us, as of yesterday, I guess they're allegedly still processing the paperwork to go to deal with the charge that Charles has placed against Mr. Yeller. But I mean, my part about it is that, you know, I am Mr. Niger, Mr. Nigga. I am a moderator on the particular on Mr. Charleston's the Real Charleston White YouTube page. So, you know, for me to go on there and as this is going on, I read the comments, because I moderate the comments, and I see how people are respond to what he's doing. And it's like, well, you know, stop snitching, stop stitching. You're a snitch, you're snitching on Yeller. And I understand why it's so hard, but I guess we are dealing with people that are online on YouTube. Why it's hard to understand what the definition of snitching and telling is. Snitching is something that's done where you're in a group of co-conspirators, co-criminals, and you get involved in a situation where you're caught, and one individual, that cadre, that group of people, goes and tells in order to get his time either reduced or just eliminated completely. So, you know, I'm reading all the comments. I'm moderating all these comments. Snitch, 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 snitch. You talked about his baby. You called the baby out the name, whatever. Now some of y'all was coming in real hard, you know, and claiming and dropping things like sets and stuff like that. But one thing y'all should know is, I guess if you have any sense of the law, you know that a verbal insult is not adequate defense to an assault. Yeah, some shit going on. Yeah, it's not adequate defense to an assault. So yeah. So now it's like, well, you know, there's justifications. Well, you know, he was talking about his baby. You know, what you expect, and he trying to take a man away from his family. Blah blah. Another thing, some of us, I guess, some of the individuals in the comments do not understand is that, you know, you have choices and decisions. You have to make adequate and proper choices and decisions based on whatever situation and circumstances that you are in. So, if you know that you are in a situation where if anything that might be perceived as something that is criminal is done, or even expressed that it will be done, then, you know, it might place whatever circumstances that you have, whatever arrangements you have, in jeopardy. So, I don't necessarily know what will come out of the situation. But I find it very entertaining. I mean, the man, Mr. Charles, he says daily. I'm not here to provide a message. I'm here to have fun and entertain and make money on the internet. What I do my community service and my community advocacy. I help the children. I am a mitigation specialist for criminal courts, for juvenile criminal court. He does all that offline. So, yeah, I also found it, and this evidence by fact. There's evidence that he does it, and I found it amusing that that people took the fact that he said this, that he gave this insult really to King Yella, to provoke King Yella about his daughter. How they would be willing to dismiss whatever whatever things that he actually does in real life, just because he says something online. I don't know. I guess all I get out of from this is that, I think some of us take this internet shit a little bit too seriously, and have a problem differentiating it from actual reality, offline reality. I'm sure there's some reality online, but some of us have a problem with differentiating it between our individual reality. I guess we live vicariously through the characters and the fonts on the internets. But I just wanted to come on and speak for a minute. Really, I just want to come on and rap a little taste while I was driving to the homestead. I'm just getting off the plantation, which I call my employ, Candyland. I don't know what y'all think though, man. Let's talk about it in the comments. Peace and love. Nigga nation or nothing.